Hey guys, M13 here, and I want to make one of my less popular political videos. I'm going to try to keep this short. Why do I support Ron Paul in the upcoming election? First of all, I've liked everything I've seen about the guy for like the last 12 years or so. Like, I think I first saw him, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago, roughly. I'm not sure when. But yeah, every time I've seen him, I've just, wow, I've liked the guy. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that should have tipped, like when Obama was first running for running for presidency, everyone was like, Obama, Obama, all the young people, all the cool, everyone was saying, don't vote for the old guy, vote for Obama. He's black, he's young, he'll actually, he can actually relate to us as opposed to the old guy who can't. And on Obama's vote for change, and so you're like, yeah, well, that's what we need is some change, because it's just, it's just been going downhill for the last however many years, and so yeah, you need some change. And then sure enough, Obama gets in, and it's exactly the same as before, except worse. So it's like, oh, okay, that's nice, thank you, Mr. Obama. And if anyone is starting to write in defense of Obama, saying stuff like, oh, well, Obama's tried to make good changes. I see people write this a lot. Obama's tried to make good changes, but it's the other top people in government that like fight him. He comes up with good ideas, but they get voted on, and he loses and stuff like that. It's like, well, I guess that's possible, but all you have to do is look at ACTA, the fact that it was signed, the fact that Obama said, oh yeah, I'm against SOPA because it takes away freedoms and this and that, but then, in secret, he goes and signs ACTA, which is worse than SOPA, and it's going to go through, it's that, any faith you had in him giving a shit about humans kind of went out the window when he signed ACTA in secret, behind our backs, giving away not just the freedom of America, but the freedom of the world. Okay, thank you. Look at this taxi flying along. Yeah, you're fast, Mr. Taxi. Faster than my motorcycle. Too bad you got to stop here for traffic, dumbass. I'm not going to speed on this road. I've gotten 2 speeding tickets on this road in the last year alone. So, what was I saying? Okay, and then another big clue that Obama was someone that we shouldn't have voted for was the fact that he was, okay, what's going on here? Was the fact that he was all over the frickin' news when he was running for presidency. Like, you couldn't turn on the TV station without Obama being here, Obama being there. Okay, he's on CNN, he's on this channel. The fact that the TV channels were all supporting him, and the news was supporting him, and they're showing him everywhere, that should be a warning sign. Don't vote for this guy, because the TV channels love him, and the TV channels are owned by the huge corporations that are now trying to take over the internet. It's the same corporations, right? It's the media industry, and they own the news. And then what's going on with Ron Paul? There's this awesome clip of CNN, and it's a reporter from CNN. They're talking to a soldier that just got back from like Iraq or Afghanistan or wherever the fuck they're blowing up now. And the soldier starts to say, like, vote for Ron Paul, Ron Paul will make a change, something like that. He starts to say it, and then, I swear to you, as soon as he mentions Ron Paul's name, the picture starts to go like staticky or something. I could be wrong, maybe they just cut out, but no, I'm pretty sure it goes staticky, and then they lose sound, and they're like, oh, we seem to have lost them, and then it's like, yeah, you guys should vote for Ron. Oh, we've lost the feed. It's like, okay, yeah, okay, I know who I'm voting for. If it weren't for the internet, we wouldn't even know who Ron Paul is. Like, when John McCain, Ron Paul ran for presidency when John McCain and Obama were running, and every time I was watching American news or CNN, it was just Obama, John McCain, Obama, that other chick, there was Ron Paul who. But then you go onto the internet, and you see him everywhere. And that's another reason why the government wants to take over the internet, of course. Because they want to, in future elections, they don't want the Ron Paul seen or heard at all. So get control of the internet and and in future elections, they'll totally, you know, they already own elections 90% now, and for that extra 10%, they got to take over the internet because they don't want anyone who isn't 100% corrupt running for presidency. What time is it? 3:30. Wow, that was dangerous. Looking at my watch in an intersection like that. Dumb of me. I'm burnt out, man. I was on the racetrack all day. That's my excuse. Anyway, so, you know, like, I don't know. I'll leave it at that, man. The fact that when you're watching TV and someone shows support for Ron Paul, that the TV station, like, cuts the feed, that pretty much alone, by itself, vote for Ron Paul. Do you like Ron Paul?
Huh?
Do you like Ron Paul?
Paul?
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul.
Yeah, do you like him?
I know.
Hey guys, M13 here. I'm at the racetrack, and this is the most people I've ever raced with. It was like, probably like 25, 30 of us out there. Well, technically we're not racing, we're just practicing. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, but I was doing well, and I started off in pole position, and then we pulled out, and within like 2 laps, I was lapping people, or catching up to the back end, because, you know, they're slow pulling out, and everyone's warming up the tires, and I'm a little bit more aggressive off the start than other people are. So, in their defense, they were still warming up the tires. But then I'm doing okay. I'm passing people pretty regularly, and I'm riding pretty aggressive. And then I'm doing this for 20 minutes straight. And I'm all sweating, and I'm doing well. And then I pull in here, and I come up to here, and I pull into the paddock or whatever. And then sure enough, there's like wet mud here. And you guys are waiting for it. No, I didn't lose it, but I almost lost it. I lost, like, my front end. Maybe it was here, I don't know. Anyways, I was pulling in, my bike's here. And as I was pulling in here, I lost my front end, and it slid out on me, and I just caught it with my feet. And I'm like, man, that's just funny. You know, it would have been so funny if I almost wish I had dropped it, so I could have just pulled out the camera and said, you guys, look at this. And you guys would have been howling. But I didn't. I'll just go kick it over right now. Fuck it. Let's go.